Good morning everybody. Just need to unload this pickup first with these. Just been round to my friend's, he's got a garage. It's actually engine oil in these tubs, so he gives me free engine oil, which is awesome because we can use that for quite a few things, the tractors, the pickup, all of that, so pretty cool. Got a few things we need to do today, which I'll run through with you in a second. It is obviously the wife's birthday today. She's gone out with her mother for the morning, which is handy because I can crack on with some of those jobs. We are supposed to be going out for dinner a little bit later though, so I do need to get everything kind of finished, or is near as finished, before we head on out. Ah, look at that beauty. Not long now, Grandpa. Not long now. Right, so the plan, whether it goes to plan, it's a different matter. Definitely need to harvest the sorghum over there, so we'll crack on and do that. I'd like to try and pick up the stones out of the field that obviously Stefan kindly finished off for us. So I need to do that. I've spoken to Michelle at the shop already in terms of stone pickers, etc. And I think what we're going to have to do sometimes with the shop, because we can't afford everything, and I don't really need to buy everything, because there will be jobs that we need to do around the farm that aren't regular jobs, so it'd be a case of leasing. But I think with the shop, what it's going to be sometimes is just going with what they've got available for us on that day, so to speak. If I do obviously give them a bit of notice, they can get things ready for me, or put some to side and not lease them out. But Michelle says there's something up at the shop that she said we could have a trial run with, picking up the stones, which I'm obviously interested in. If it's any good, possibly may buy it. It's not very expensive, but we'll go through all that later. What else was I going to say? Whoa, where are you heading? Didn't like the way he was coming at me then. Vicious. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. After our fantastic result, and I'm going to run round there and show you, because I have a bit of a tidy up with the bales. After our fantastic result of getting the hay bales off of Caroline's field, and she let us keep them, thought I'd be a little bit cheeky and phone around a few other farmers that I know of in the area that have grass fields, see if they wanted any grass cutting and any silage bales needed making. Because if we can get away with doing that again and getting a few silage bales left over, we're kind of setting ourselves up to be able to make TMR, so we might be able to get a couple of cows. Obviously we're not going to be able to mix up a huge amount of TMR, so there's no point buying loads of cows. We probably won't be able to afford lots of cows, but it will get us going. And I got hold of a guy that, well, we've done work for each other in the past, Jean, and he does have a grass field, and he said, yeah, I've got a field ready to cut. If you're willing to do that, he said, I'll pay you. I've got to take him to the BGA, because he's got some sort of contract going on with them guys down there. And if there is any left over, and that is a big if, there might not be, we can keep them. So like I said in the first episode, it is an awesome community here. We're all helping each other out and looking after each other, so we will probably do that at some point. Hopefully maybe today, if I can squeeze it in before dinner. If I do that, I probably won't go through filming it as much as I did when we did Caroline's field, so I probably will just show little snippets of it, so that you can see I am actually doing it. But this is what I did in terms of tidying up. I stacked The straw bales a little bit better, and the hay bales I've pushed in under as well, so probably get some silage bales in this side, hopefully, if we do get any, that is, anyway. But there you go. I would really, it probably sounds a bit better, I like to do something up in this area, but I'm not sure what. So I'm thinking all the time of things we could use and do, obviously money dependent as well. But anyway, let's get going with the sorghum. So there's our harvester. Let's jump in there, and then we'll head on out there. We won't get any straw off of the sorghum, obviously, because it's not that type of crop, so that's not a problem. And that kind of saves us a job. We've got a few straw bales now already. Shall we go up to the top? The soybeans are coming on very well. I think possibly next month they could be ready. They're looking almost ready. And why we are here, I'm just going to stop there. Let's turn the harvester off, as you can hear me. Obviously we need to do stuff with all these fields as well, but there's no desperate rush, because we are kind of going to sort of stagger what we are putting in the ground and growing next. That's why I want to get some barley up in that field, because obviously that will go towards chicken feed as well, and that will go through into the winter, and then we can work on all these fields as well. This field, once we've got rid of the sorghum, I may prep and we may turn that into a grass field, because it's a decent size. If I think that it is a bit too big for grass, we can always change it and use one of the other fields for grass. But that will allow us to get some silage bales and hay bales, grass bales, anything like that ourselves, so that's pretty cool. What I was going to talk to you about is I've not really ever been a big fan of these trees. I know my grandfather wasn't too impressed with them either. He kind of inherited them when he bought the farm, but he never did anything with them. I'm just wondering one day, and I don't mean any time soon, whether we could get rid of them and make that field, well, not bigger because it's only a little strip, but just make it a little bit more easier to harvest, because it's kind of like a weird U shape. So again, that's just more ideas that I've been thinking about. A bit sad, I know, but that's the life of a farmer, always thinking of what to do next. And what we are going to do next is get this field. Right, that's a good noise. That's the sound of the harvester unfolding. So yeah, we need to crack on with this. And also, if we get rid of those trees, that's going to allow us to see that windmill a little bit better, and I do like that windmill. It's very cool. Right, off we go for this. Hopefully we should get a decent return from this. Like I said, some of the fields, they've not been fully maxed out to get the best yield, because you know, things have cropped up here and there, and I've not been able to do it to the full potential, but I am determined this time round to do that, which would be very good if we can. But it'll be interesting to see what we do actually get off of this. quite an interesting crop though, the sorghum. I do like it. Not many other people in this area grow it. There is a few farmers that do grow it, but I kind of like it. I think it's something different, isn't it? When we get round by those trees, you'll see what I mean in a minute about it being not very friendly. I may head that way next, actually, just to give you a bit of an insight. But I'm really excited about the year ahead, building the farm up a little bit more, because we had that good year last year. It's kind of boosted our money. We've never had that sort of money spare for quite some time. And the best thing about it is you guys are coming along for the journey with me. Or us, should I say. Don't forget the wife. Right, so let's go along this side. I don't think this side's as bad as the other side, but they are overhanging quite a bit. I mean, the sorghum is pretty easier to see, but if we had grass in there, it's going to be a little bit... Yeah, this side's definitely more friendly than the other side. Just go straight down, and obviously we'll have to grab the tractor and trailer in a second. Just make sure no one's coming. There's a bird in the road. There he goes. Right, now I'm going to scoot down that side. We'll go along here. This bit here is the worst bit. I mean, you can't even see the sorghum now. I'm so pleased with this harvester though. We ended up buying that. It was a shame that Grandpa's one gave in, packed up, but I think he would have been very proud and pleased that I'd replaced it with this guy. Right, let's go back up this side. So you can see what sort of size field we've got. That's why I'm starting to think, is it going to be a little bit too big for a grass field? I guess we could probably get one cut off of there. I think we'll get a decent amount of bales off of it. Could possibly split it. We could maybe do a few hay bales, depending on how many bales we get in total. And make a couple of silage bales, and then just use one of the smaller fields for a grass field. I mean, to be fair, the oat field that we did back in the first video, that is quite a good size field, so we're not short of options. I'm not entirely sure what to do with the field out the front either, because that's quite a small field, isn't it? I was wondering maybe one day, when the time is right, to get some potatoes in there. I'm just wondering if it might be a little bit awkward again round by the trees for harvesting. I've I've just noticed back there that I've missed a couple. Look, the deer are running through, look, munching away on the stalks that we've left behind. Get out of it. Oh god, I can't even see them now. Let's not chop one of them up. Although venison is quite tasty, I must admit. They are fascinated with the work we do out here. Right, I'm not going to sit you through all of this field, so I will carry on. I'm going to make sure I don't miss any bits. We've almost got a full trailer load, or not a trailer load, a full tank of the harvester, I should say. I've missed another little bit there, look. That's because I'm too busy talking. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll grab the tractor and trailer when we've got a full tank. I'll keep you in for that. And then once we've unloaded into the trailer, I'll get the field finished and I'll bring you back in, because we're 90% now full. And then I can go around and pick up the bits that I've missed. Right, where are we? Just about there. Oh, this is easily going to fill the tank up, this section, isn't it? Those deer do not want to run away, do they? Nosy little so-and-sos. Although they do worry me, because the roads around here can be a little bit fast. There we go. Literally just finished that line. So let's put that pipe out. There we go. I'll turn that off. And let's grab... Still got quite a bit this side, look. I'm impressed. Let's grab the... What have we got available? The John Deere was in here, wasn't it? Grab the John Deere. I think we'll hook up to the MF trailer. We've now got to try and get through the yard. I think it was a bad idea getting the chickens to run around the yard. They... Look, how am I supposed to get round there, guys? Right, where's the hitch? Let's get a bit central on there. There we go. Right, let's try and go around this way without murdering any chickens. Right, come on guys, you got to get out of the way. There we go, we've made it. We have made it. Right, let's get under that pipe. To turn the harvester back on. God, look how filthy that has got already. There we go. Awesome. That is something we do not have on the farm, is a pressure washer for washing the machines off. I may see if Michelle can keep her ears and eyes open for me. If we can get a second hand one or something like that, would be quite cool. Right, this is unloading, that's perfect. So that was 7,500 litres. I think we're going to get another 7,500 hopefully. But I will see you when this is almost finished. And then we can crack on with the other job for the day. This is the last bit. I went round and got all the bits I missed. Not quite a full tank, but that is pretty good still. So I'm happy with that. So let's turn that off. Do the pipe out again. I'll leave it running this time, and then we can just go under there with a tractor. Those two deer, they were there all the time pretty much when we were harvesting. I don't know where they've gone now. Right. It still looks like it's got a crop in it, doesn't it? So that will all need to be dealt with as well in the future. Right, let's see if I can get in under here. Perfect. As soon as that finishes, I'll turn the harvester off. Look at the state of it. Absolutely filthy. That could probably stay in this field for now. Do pipe in. Yeah, we'll just leave it. Let's go here. Off the actual field itself. I'll deal with all that later. What? Whoa, hang on. I haven't even finished. It's not even finished unloading, is it? I thought that stopped. I could have sworn that stopped. Or am I imagining things? Right, let's try that again. Right, we'll stay here until that does finish. There we go. Right, now we are definitely empty. So we can lower that down and turn that off. Then we jump back in the John Deere. The chickens, they're not too bad for feed, so I think, well, there's another mad one that's flying towards me. I think we will just tip this into our silo for now. Something like that. Absolutely awesome. I am chuffed with that amount. That tractor can stay there. They are getting very filthy. Right. We need to head up to the shop now to see what Michelle is on about. We need to take the front loader though. That chicken is right in the way. Get these gates open. They won't come out there, they're pretty good like that. I think they know the rules. Right, let's get the beacons on. Yeah, so plenty of stones or rocks to pick up there. I'm intrigued to know what it is she's got. I'm also going to speak to her about a pressure washer, see if there's any about. Another beautiful morning though. We'll see how we get on with all this stone picking though before I ring Jean up. Right, I'm just going to park around the back here, they won't mind that. Right, I'm going to go in and speak to Michelle, and I'll see you in a second. Well, this is it guys. It's basically a bucket, but it will pick up our stones. So yeah, we're just gonna borrow it, see how we get on. It's not got a very huge capacity, but hopefully we won't get too many stones off of that field. I'm probably gonna need the trailer. There we go. We'll keep it like that. I think we're going to need a trailer to tip in the stones. We're going to need a weight on the back, I would have thought, because once we start getting a few stones in there, that's going to become quite heavy. Something different though, might be ideal for our little farm. Obviously there is the sort of modern stone pickers. They can be a bit expensive though, so I don't think we should be dabbling with them just yet. We'll see maybe in the future. Right, well we can grab that little trailer is what I'm trying to say. Right, I need to check something. Yeah, that one's got a pin hitch, but that one doesn't. I didn't put one on that, did I? So if we hook up to that on the rear, we should still be able to hook up to our trailer. It's going to be a case of, that's it, you run out of the way please. Not running over the chickens. There we go. We've got quite a few eggs there actually, which is pretty cool. Oh god, they are right in the way, aren't they? Right, I'll tell you what, we'll go this way round. In fact, I think that trailer is actually facing, yes it is, it's facing that way, isn't it? From when we fed the chickens a little while ago. Steady. Awesome. We are on, we are ready to go. I have no idea how this is going to go or what's going to happen, but we can see as we go. Right, all clear. So in here, let's go up like that. We can now turn those off. Right, well the trailer should probably go down this end, so I think if we scoot round and maybe just start picking some of these up. Obviously we don't have to go over all the field entirely like you probably would do with a stone picker going up and down. We just need to tackle where these piles are, so that needs to be turned on. It's a bit weird, but you have to turn that bucket on for it to work. I think it's got some sort of collection thing going on. Tell you what, that is working. Well, I never. Right, let's disconnect that trailer. Well, that's doing the job, isn't it? I'm pleasantly surprised at that. Now, what I think we will find is if we're going uphill, it's going to obviously dig in more. Or is that work? That's working. That is working. So as you can see, we could carry on driving up. There's no stones there, and then we can come down, pick those ones up. So again, it's a job that's going to take a while. But it's a job that needs doing. As you can see, that is working. I'm very impressed with that. I think what I might do is go across like we started when we were subsoiling, like this. We've picked quite a few up, and we've only got 135 litres in our bucket. That is what the monitor is telling me in the tractor. Tell you what, that is pretty impressive. I think the good thing is as well is we can go fairly fast like this. Sort of head across again, I think, and then we shouldn't dig in so much then, because we're not going up the slope too much. That is the plan. I mean, they are scattered around, so it's not a case of going up and down in rows. Kind of do have to snake about a bit. Well, I must admit, I'm quite impressed. And although the capacity of the bucket isn't a lot, we've already picked up quite a few stones. And we're not even halfway full. We're only a quarter full. This could very well be a good addition to the farm. And this is, I would say, our biggest field as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what we do get off of this field. I've no idea what we're going to do with the stones at the minute. I haven't heard any more about what Michel said with the lime facility, whatever it was. Something to do with stones. You can put your stones in and it will give you lime out. I'm not sure anything about that, but I could possibly ask again about that. Obviously I will need to go back and return this with a view to actually buying it, I will say. It does miss the odd little bit here and there, but I think that's just when you hit a bump and it pushes the bucket up, so it doesn't dig in and it misses. But I have to say, again, I am impressed. really didn't think that was going to be as good as what it is. See, who needs modern day technology? All you need is an orange bucket. I'm getting there. In a weird way, this is quite therapeutic. I don't know why. As long as I don't fall asleep at the wheel. That has been known. Oh. Oh, we're full, that's why I've missed those. Wow, we're full, guys. Right, so let's go down to the trailer. You can see the weight on there, look. Wow. That is, that's some weight in there. Ooh, I'm not even sure this weight's big enough for us. I might have to speak to my friend and get some more railway sleeper, not sleepers, but tracks, old bits of track. If we can just get, there we go, that should relieve us a little bit. Cool, I have some weight in there, wouldn't it? Right, as you can see, I've still got a fair bit to go. So that's 1200 litres of stones off this field. I think I've put you through enough of that, so I'll probably finish this field off and I'll bring you back in again with a hot air balloon towards the end as we're finishing. But I do like this. Very cool. See you in a bit, guys. Right, just a few left to get or pick up. I've no idea how many in total we've got because I didn't have a full load earlier because I didn't want us to tip up again almost. So I came down the bottom here and just tipped into the trailer straight away. Right, let's get that tipped in. I think we'll just park the trailer back up underneath the canopy there where it was. So there you go, that's done. I'm going to take this back up to the shop as well. So we've got 2,190 litres of stones off of that field. That's not too bad. And like I say, that is our biggest field, so hopefully it shouldn't be as big a job as that. And to be fair, it wasn't even that bad, if I'm honest. I quite enjoyed that. So like I say, we'll put this in under here. I'll whiz back up the shop and return this. I am going to put an order in for one of these, I think. I think that is going to be perfect for our farm. Drop that down there. Providing there's no chickens, I may... Oh, we might have a clear run actually, guys. Let's just... Oh, where are you going? You're going that way. Good boy. Girl. Whatever you are. Alright, I'm going to take this up. Head back down to our farm here. I think I'm going to have a spot of lunch. I'm going to see if I can get hold of Jean and say that we can do his field today if he's up for that, if he's okay with that. Because I think we've got plenty of time. The table isn't booked for till 6 o'clock this evening, so plenty of time for that. hopefully. He says. Oh, the bells are ringing. Let's drop that down there. I'll just run inside and tell Michelle that that is all done, finished with. Then I'm going to head back down to the farm. Like I say, I'm going to have some lunch. I will see you after lunch, hopefully with some news about doing Jean's field and getting some silage bales. Fingers crossed. So I'll see you a little bit later, guys. Ba-ba-ba-bam. Right, that is all clean. Ah, welcome back. That is lunch all done. Just finished the washing up, putting the plates away. Let's shut that up. Right, so I got hold of, well, there's a few things to tell you actually. Got hold of Jean. It's all go, go, go. The shop has everything again for us. He's got through to them straight away. They've sourced some materials for him, what he's asked for. Well, not materials, equipment, you know what I mean. Spoke to Michelle. Slow motion. I told you they're crazy. Spoke to Michelle about a couple of things. Put my order in for the stone bucket. Hopefully that should be, well, she should hear something within the next few days, couple of days, and she's going to let me know. Also, on the subject of stones, I spoke to her about this lime processing thingy majiggy, whatever it was she was talking about. She's also hoping to hear about something back from that in the next couple of days as well, so that would be quite cool. How quick the lime gets processed, I've no idea, but there's not really much else we can do with those stones apart from sell them, and they are not worth a lot. So we're possibly looking into that once Michelle lets us know. What else did I speak to her about? I'm sure there was 3 things, unless the third thing was talking to Jean. Anyway, I'm going to walk up to the shop because all the equipment's up there. There's no point us driving up there, it's only up the road. Head on up there and we will get cracking with that contract. And there it is. Quite big stuff again. Now, that was one thing actually. It wasn't the third thing. I can't think what the third thing was, but Michelle did say that Jean asked for a windrower, but she kindly pointed out that this mower setup does do swath dropping, so if I do that, that cuts out us having to use that windrower. So whether they will charge Jean for that, I don't think so, but that's a pretty big baler. There's our wrapper. That's a shame we're going to have to do that separately. Hope, you know, it'd have been nice to have done it all in one baler. And that's the fella we used on Caroline's field, so it's probably the same one actually. So there we go. Right, we'll jump into this tractor. This looks like a beast as well. Look at this stuff, guys. We're not used to all this. Look at all this. What's all that? I do need to sort of get up to speed with some of this, because obviously that means something, all of that. Quite what, I'm not sure. I'm not used to these luxuries. I mean, that just looks like a big phone on the pillar there. Whatever that is, I'm not sure. But anyway, at least we know how to drive it. Not very good, but I do know how to drive it. Right, let's get some beacons going. Now, I've got to try and remember how to get to Jean's field. Pretty sure we need to go right out of the shop. Yeah, we could go straight on, but it's a bit narrow through there, and it's not ideal. Ooh, sorry sir, he just walked out looking, didn't he? Don't you do it, because there's not even a crossing there. Thank you very much. And then it's another right at the end here, and then another right, so it's 3 rights out of the shop. Ooh, there, he come round a bit quick. This tractor's too big for me. Right, let's go right here. Someone's got some corn growing there by the look of it. I'm pretty sure Jean's field is to our left here. Yes, that is it. There is an entrance to it. It's down the next road, so I don't really want to drive through the bushes. We'll be a bit respectful. So like I say, I'll do a lot of this, or most of this, off camera, because obviously I need to concentrate as well. All this technology in front of me, and I'll just sort of try and show you snippets of what is happening. So there we go. We can put those beacons off now. Let's unfold that, and we'll unfold the front one. I think we'll try and aim to go down this side first. Hopefully we won't have the same problem as what we did with Caroline, where I had to mow a tiny little bit more, but we'll see what happens. So we get that one going. Now this one, I think I need to do that. I think that is swath dropping. Let's turn that on and lower that. Yes, awesome. So we are off, guys. That cuts out the windrowing process. Happy with that. It's getting a little bit dark down this side. Let's lift that up. Just going to try and concentrate on the actual field itself. That's a bad camera angle. Let's drop that down. And then drop that one down. Right, well guys, like I say, I am going to get going with this. I need to be a little bit quick. What we're at, 10 past 2 already. So I will show you little snippets here and there of what's going on. Obviously we are going to be doing this contract and fulfilling it, because John is a good friend. And I'll see you a little bit later, hopefully with some silage bales that we can get to keep. So, welcome back. That is all completed. I am a little bit in shock. I actually had to ring Jean as well just to check that everything was okay and what was happening was fine with him, and he said yep, if that is all they need and that's all they require, then that's fine, you can keep the rest. So you saw a few snippets. We literally gave the BGA 12 silage bales and the rest is ours. Unbelievable. That's why I had to ring Jean up and say, are you sure? Yes, absolutely fine. The bottom two there aren't quite 6,000 litres because the BGA did cut them open and take a little bit more. They wanted some more silage, and this bale here is slightly smaller. That is 5,000 litres because I dropped the bale size down because there wasn't a lot of grass left, so I've dropped the bale size down to produce a smaller bale instead of wasting any grass. So yeah, look at all that we've got. We created 37 bales, I think it was, gave them 12 and a tiny bit off the bottom two. We've got the rest, so that is gonna be absolutely fine. That's gonna go very far. We just probably need more hay bales now than anything. Anyway, look at the time. I need to go inside and start getting ready, otherwise I am going to be late. So I need to go in, jump in the shower quick. I might bring you guys down to the restaurant actually with the wife. She'll probably moan about me recording, but hey ho. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Right, we're running late, but it's literally down the road, so hopefully they won't mind. We're pretty regular customers down there, so actually if we head on out, cut through one of the fields, get back onto the main road. Anyway, somebody's birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, I'm only mucking about. Yes, I do have to record it. It's for our channel. Alright, it's for my channel then. We're not going to have an argument, are we, on the way to the restaurant for your birthday? Right. Let's have a nice evening, please. To be fair, we probably could have walked, but it's raining. So, there's a spot on the end here. That'll do. Oh, left the lights on. Right. There we go. We're off in there, guys. So I think we'll leave it there. Going for a lovely pizza. Hope you have all enjoyed the episode. If you have, please give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.